Hey friends, so this right here is my favorite season. I love when it's cold outside and I can just cozy up with like a good book in front of the fireplace, drinking some hot chocolate. Like, that is my absolute favorite thing. So I thought for today I would share with you some of my favorite, comfiest, coziest clothing. Alright, let's get started. So the first thing we have is this red beanie. I got this my sophomore year in high school, I think, because I remember it being in a self-portrait I did for one of my drawing classes, and I took drawing both semesters of my sophomore year in high school. A lot of my beanie caps have, I don't know what it's called, but they're like the straight lines, like the one I was wearing in my haul video. This one has like that knit look to it, so it looks a little more like homey. Next, there's this sweater. It's a turtleneck sweater. It's got a really pretty, intricate design, so it's got kind of a cool texture to it. I think it's a really good color for November, and I think it looks nice with my skin, especially with like a dark lipstick. Plus, it's a turtleneck, so that's great because I have a neck phobia, and turtlenecks make my neck feel a little bit more secure. Next, we have this Mostly Harmless hoodie. So I got this hoodie at Red Racks, but it's Mossimo, so it originally came from Target. It's really soft, really warm, really comfortable. Then I painted on the earth with the Mostly Harmless. I was in the midst of reading Douglas Adams' Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy 5-book trilogy, which is not a misspeak. That is what they call it. And I was also really into painting the shirts. So Mostly Harmless is a reference to Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I'd really recommend it. It's a very good series. Next, we have this sweater that my grandma gave me for Christmas when I was in high school. It's got this adorable penguin pattern. I really like animal print patterns. It's got definitely like a wintry motif. It's also a super soft, super warm sweater, and every time I wear it, I think of my grandma. I'm really sentimental, so I like things like that. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to show you is from another grandma. These are little footy things. She gave them to me for Christmas a few years ago. They're like half slipper, half sock. So this is true. You lose the majority of your body heat from your head, hands, or feet. For that reason, a good way to preserve your body heat in the winter, I would recommend always wearing like socks or slippers or something to that effect. Like these. Cute little footy things. So next we have my Nick and Nora pajama sets. You've seen these in videos before. I really, really love them. Both of them are flannel and blue, which I think is the best color for pajamas because if you know anything about color theory, blue is like calming and relaxing. And they're animal prints, which I mentioned before. I love animal prints. And they're that traditional style of pajama that you see in like movies and cartoons and stuff, where you've got like the button down with the collar and the breast pocket. So this pair with the puppy dogs I bought 2 years ago. What happened was I was really looking for that kind of traditional pajama set, and when I found this, I was so excited because it was that set and it was adorable. And then they have this style of pajama at Target every year, but last year I didn't find one that I liked, so I was really excited this year when I found the Snow Owls, which I think has a really, really beautiful print. Adorable because the owls are wearing scarves, but I think like the pattern itself is really beautiful. Plus, owls always remind me of one of my best friends who unfortunately lives on the other side of the planet, and I wish would come back here. Alright, next we have this black cardigan. I work at a library A while ago, I was talking with some of my friends there about this stereotype that librarians own a lot of cardigans. And one of my friends was like, well, I only own 2. And another one was like, no, it seems legitimate. I own like 8. And then I was there like, okay, I lost track at 16. This one is great because it has pockets. And if you're a woman, you know anything with pockets is awesome. And the sleeves will go down past your wrists, which is like my favorite kind of sleeve there. Finally, this is an item I usually only have at my parents' house, but last night I was driving home and it had gotten cold and I was wearing tights with shorts instead of like proper pants. So I swiped this from my parents, but I'm gonna return it next time I'm home. I promise. Like, Mom, Dad, if you're watching this, I'm going to bring this back. I promise. But it is this prayer shawl that I think my grandma knitted for my mom when my mom had a surgery a few years ago. It's so warm. It's so soft. It's got like the best feel to it. It's this really pretty blue color, and I just love it. I love wearing blankets, and since prayer shawls are like a cross between a blanket and an actual garment, they're like wearable blankets. All right, that is it for today. Come back tomorrow. We'll be here on this channel because I've got a cool winter drink recipe for you. Then we're going to be back on my personal channel with a special video featuring my friend Dakota. Let me know in the comments down below, what is your favorite comfy, cozy clothing item? All right, cool. I'll see you later. Take control or take central. We still don't know.